Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So today's case that I'm going to be talking to you is the Gregton Bauer case. So Gregton Bauer was age 16 when he went missing from Kent, and he's been missing since the 9th of the 4th, 2021. Gregton Bauer was last seen in Gravesend Town Centre on Tuesday the 6th of April 2021. And he may have travelled to South London. The 16-year-old is described as being around 5'7", medium build with black plaited hair. He's last known to have been wearing a dark blue Nike fleece, black tracksuit bottoms and black trainers. Sergeant Sam Delosey from Kent Police had said, "We are concerned about Gregton's well-being and are actively working with several partner agencies to find him." He is known to have connections in South London, including the Lewisham and Deptford areas, and I would encourage anyone who has any information on his whereabouts to contact us as soon as possible. Anyone with any information is asked to call Kent Police on 101 quoting 09-0447. Okay, so that is what I can find on his case and the things about him. So I decided to do a tarot card reading, which are all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. So I've done 4 specific questions with the tarot cards. And number 1, what happened to Gregton Bauer? 2, who was involved in his disappearance? 3, where's Gregton Bauer? And 4, what is the final outcome to be for Gregton Bauer's case? So number 1, we have what happened to Gregton Bauer, and we had the Wheel of Fortune upright. So things started turning in his favour because there was a lot of good luck he had. Things was going very well, and there was a lot of positive energy, happiness, abundance, and also prosperity that he had around him at this time. Then with the star upright, there was a lot of hope and faith, feeling very loved, feel very uplifted. There was a lot of inspiration and significance that he had. There was a sense of releasing old energies and becoming a good new version of himself. And I feel like there was a lot of good opportunities there for him. And there was new opportunities there as well. Reverse 9 of Wands. There ended up being some struggles there for him, and then there ended up being some challenges. There was a lot of fighting to try and stay strong. I've seen there may have been a lack of support here around him and involvements of paranoia, defensiveness, and he felt as though he was under attack. Justice. There was some truth that was coming in regarding some actions being judged accordingly. And I feel like if it wasn't him that done anything wrong and it was someone else, then there are to be actions that's going to be judged accordingly. There had been someone who was called out to made to own up to their own actions. There was some responsibility being taken for actions and to stand accountable. There may have been involvements to do with the legal case or involvements with the law and the police. Ace of Cups. There had been some love and compassion that he had, so he may have been involved in a relationship or involved with a person that he may have been involved in dates. Because I feel like there was some love, a love offer that came in as well. There was a form of some invitation and just embracing emotions here, and I feel like this was a time to try and express something. There may be a relationship, a friendship or family connection that he was going through at the time, and I feel like there may have been a very special connection he had with someone. Reverse 10 of Wands. There was someone that had felt as if they was doing a lot, quite a lot, and doing it on their own and not having that support around them. And I feel as though there was a big struggle, you know, but needed to try and help himself before helping others here. And I feel like it was a very heavy weight on his shoulders, but he refused to tell anyone about that in case the ones that he was going to tell may try and push him away or judge him. So he decided to try and push people away. So this is the way he come across to some people. And I feel like there was some secrets that he have as well. Something he was keeping to himself. And I feel as though he needed to tell someone, or he did tell someone, to try and get this burden and this weight off his chest. There's Lovers card here, which was to do with a love that came in for him. It could have been to do with a relationship. There was a lot of love and harmony and a good soul connection. There may have been some form of emotions with lust, having a lot of love to give someone here, and I feel like there's some communication involvements and sharing one's own true feelings and being clear on where they stand. And with that, they was trying to work on their own values. Reverse Chariot. There ended up being a change of heart, or a change in direction, or a change in how you felt about someone, or someone how they felt towards Gregton. With this, I feel like there was to try and manage everything on one's own self, and I feel like there was to do with a lot of taking control of situations, but need to loosen the grip on this situation. And I feel like they needed to let things run its course, because where they didn't let things run its course, it made things a bit worse than what it was. So I feel like it was trying to manage everything, and wanted it done one's own way, and they just needed to loosen their grip. Okay, 9 of Cups upright. So there was a lot of love, there was happiness and fulfillment. There was some contentment regarding the love life here as well, and in general. Something did come into fruition here. They may have been involved in some love making or doing something that was very temporary, you know, like temporary indulgence, but also didn't have any guilt on what they done. So like could have gone out with someone or done something with someone and done it behind someone's back, and wasn't remorseful or didn't regret it, basically. Who was involved in the disappearance of Gregton Bauer? And we had the Ace of Wands upright. So there was a potential that came in where there was a lot of ideas, communications, motivations that kept inspiring this person. And I felt like there was a new opportunity that was involved, you know, following one's heart and living their own passions, but also trying to listen to their own gut instincts and trying to listen to their own heart. And I feel like there was some plan of action that was put in, and this led to whatever happened next. So we had the reverse King of Wands next. So there was a male that was very aggressive, very arrogant. That may have been Gregton or someone else that had some form of staying true to someone. Okay, and I feel like there was a form of personal visualization, but also being very negative in how they tried approaching someone. Okay, 6 of Wands upright. So there was some form of being confident or too confident, being self-assured, conquering fears and conquering chaos, trying to rise above it all. There was a form of some attention that was being brought to the situation involving the public. And I feel like there was a lot of faith and admiration and support that come in. Reverse 8 of Wands. There was a sense of trying to slow down a situation before charging into something or someone. And I feel like there was a mistake that happened, or someone had a poor decision that they made. And I feel like it was to do with jumping from one person to another, or jumping from one thing to another. There was a lot of frustrations, and there was a lot of things that was in the way here. Okay, where is Gregton Bauer? And we had the Four of Pentacles upright. Okay, so there is a situation where someone had some money involvements here, being a bit tight-fisted with money. And I feel like they was involved with being afraid here as well. And I feel like not having enough money or owing someone something could be involvements to do with struggling with finances, struggling to give money out that they owed someone. There is that sense of if they're in the relationship, then there's someone that's being very overprotective, possessive or controlling, that could be regarding what happened. Okay, Queen of Cups upright. So there is a female that's involved. This female may be a mother figure, or like a baby mama maybe. So there's a lot of empathic, you know, authentic, someone that is there to help, support, and any issues that was going on, she would know about it. So this could also be to do with a therapist, a counsellor, a doctor, psychiatrist. So someone like that may potentially know about what have happened here. And I feel like there is a lot of paying attention that needs to be involved, or she needs to pay attention to something that have been said. Like, for instance, if Gregton went to see this person, like went to talk to her, then she need to think back on the last conversation she had with him, because it may have a clue in that conversation that what Gregton may have been involved in, or where he could be at, something like that. There is the need to try and pay attention to it, and I feel like they need to, you know, use their heart over their head at this situation. So it's trying to delve into the situation of the last communication. Maybe it could be through text messaging, the voicemail, or actually talking to him in person. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords upright. So there was a form of some breakthrough, trying to think of something, a new way of thinking about something, thinking of different avenues to the situation, or starting something new here. And I feel like there is to be seeking of justice here as well, but also there is to be some form of a message that someone has or gets sent that may seem a bit unclear at the time, but they need to look back at that, because it is like, not like a red flag, but it's like a clue to where he may be, or what had happened, or what the involvement is for his disappearance. Okay, we then have the reverse Ten of Swords. So there was an ending that happened. Could have been a death or just the ending of something in general. Someone was not ready for it, but the more someone wasn't ready for it, the more they resist it, and the more heartbreaking and painful it got. And I feel like someone needed to try and or they tried starting afresh and try and move on for something new. But there is someone that has been carrying a lot of burdens, wounds. Someone knows something and they're not confessing to what have gone on. And I feel like something needs to be dealt with once and for all here. Reverse Hierophant. So there is to be following on one's own path here, not following others, not listening to others, just going on one's own path, listening to one's own intuition and trusting what they think is best. Okay, and I feel like with this, there is a sense of don't need anyone's approval anymore, don't need to live under someone else's rules, or don't need to abide by them. There is involvements to do with the run-in with an authoritative figure, or there may have been a conflict with parents regarding situation that was at hand. Maybe the parents didn't like what he was doing or what he was involved with, or his sexuality, something like that. So it could be involved with like the parents not agreeing to something. Reverse Page of Wands. Something stirred within someone and I feel like they didn't know how to put it into action. They didn't know how to bring it to reality, and I feel like there was a lot of issues, being weighed down with a lot of responsibilities, being involved with a lot of trouble here. And I feel like there was a lot of anxieties and going through a discovery and finding out something or witnessing something, but choosing to keep it to themselves, so to speak. You know, not to upset the apple cart, basically. We then have the King of Cups upright. So then the male here, it may be Gregton, or it may be another male here that needs to try and always trying to accept all emotions at the time, trying to gain control over it. They may be involved with to do with bringing calm to a situation and approaching a situation or person very lightly, trying to put some boundaries in place and tried being very level-headed about something. There was some smart decisions that was made, and I feel like there was a lot of involvements to do with a father figure here as well. Queen of Pentacles upright. So there's a female energy here also that is a motherly figure that may have her own job or she have her own business, because I feel like there's a lot of generosity here with this person trying to bring balance in here and trying to bring some stability here as well. Okay, what is the final outcome to be for Gregton Bauer's case? And we had the Two of Pentacles upright. So there is to be a situation where someone is juggling their priorities and responsibilities here, trying to do multiple things, because there's a lot of coping with demands and coping with the certain situations that's ahead. There is a lot of patience to try and be very flexible in how they approach people and how they balancing things out here, because I see that there is responsibilities, but also there is a lot of family issues here as well. 10 Pentacles upright. So there is a positive sign coming in that some form of completion is coming in, and I feel like there's accomplishment, the success. There is to be a stable home environment coming in as well. There may also be a signing of an agreement here. Also with that, I feel like there is to be surrounded with family here, trying to be supported, trying to be grounded, trying to bring security and stability to the family and to a certain situation. Okay, Queen of Wands upright. So there is a female that has something to share with someone or to people. She's very fierce, she's very focused, she's well driven, very friendly, and I feel like she's putting some form of an offer to something, maybe dedication to try and find out what have happened. This person, she is a very natural born leader. She's willing to get down to business, so to speak, doing anything she puts her mind to. That is to be channeling her own strengths and trying to achieve something here for this case. Two of Cups in reverse. So there is someone that is going to be accepting the situation for what it is, or accepting the other person. There's to be appreciation, and there may have been involvements to do with a breakup or falling out with someone, and this could have caused Gregton to go through what he's been going through. And I feel like there is someone here that finds it very, very difficult to open up to people, and this have caused a lack of trust and lack of harmony. Three of Cups reverse. There's to be spending some alone time, and I feel like someone feels very pushed out here, pushed out of the situation. They feel very isolated, may have been involved with partying, drugs, or some form of addiction. There may have been involvements to do with a third party involvement here as well, and either facing, how can I say, a double life, so having a relationship with someone else, finding out about it. Okay, Three of Swords upright. Someone is going to be feeling deeply hurt or disappointed here, and it was regarding these hurtful words and actions or intentions. Someone is going to be having a good cry, and they're going to be slowly moving forward with the situation here and throughout life. There is something that is going to be very temporary regarding whatever's going on with the case at that time. Reverse Five of Cups. So there is a lot of suffering from disappointments due to personal setbacks and feeling like a failure to people for some reason. And there is a lot of keeping from people and choosing to keep it from people. And also there is to be someone feeling guilty, feeling ashamed, and this is what this person's going through regarding to what have been going on. And I feel like this is to do with the past, but they need to try and move on from it here. Okay, Moon upright. There is some deceptions and fears here, and I feel like this is due to the past experiences, to do with the painful memories that cause a lot of distress. There is a lot of anxiousness, being very fearful, but there is also trying to embrace something new. Okay, I asked an extra question then with my tea leaf reading cards, which is what is very specific in the area where Gregton power is now. So these can be signs, symbols, pictures, names, areas, something that is very specific in where he is. So number 1, music instrument. Then we have a chain, clover, windmill, insects, island, iceberg, fire, flowers, geometric shapes, fox, money involvements, animals, a steeple, sunrise, swan, letter H, which could be to do with the area name he's in, heart, a house, mouse, squares or rectangles, letter P in the area name, a parrot, pen, and a bird. So that is what I have for Gregton Bowers' case. If you all enjoy my videos, please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And until next time, take care. Bye bye.